We all know that it is only this particular NGO, Martins Vincent Otse Initiative, that have this platform where you can track money. You all know the right NGO to put your money. I will tell you this for free. Most of these people that have NGO in Nigeria, influencers, actors and all, most of them are thieves. What they do is that they just show you one person where a hand they pin arm, they'll just go to one place, they'll put all those emotional ringtone on that. Yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man, oh, yeah, man, in this world, we want you for. They'll just put down, all of them just oh my God, oh my, they'll now contribute. If they don't do that one finish, the next one, they'll change the song. Problem, you get the problem. They'll just the chukam. They'll just put sorrowful tune. They'll just contribute money. Anyways, this is the right NGO to contribute. The NGO with integrity and everything you can track. So our account number is 131-36-79008 Zenith Bank. So officially, when they load money, they come. We got a lot of projects. Do you understand? Something is coming soon. You understand? We are not thieves. We know the thief for here. We are big boys. You understand? So instead of you to go and give it to all these churches you are giving, plenty of these churches are fraudsters. Plenty of them are fraudsters. Don't be giving your church your tithes. Give it to us. We'll pray for you. We'll do the right work. You will help the real people through us. Nobody can challenge me in this country.
Hi everyone. I know that a lot of people are waiting for my updates around my quest for accountability from the Martins Vincent Otse Initiative. So I don't want to waste your time. Let's get right into it. We have served the petition to MBOI on the 28th of July 2026. I just didn't make any content about it. And this was addressed to the NGO executive in the person of Mr. Jerry Okokowa Ogaga, popularly known as KokoPee. You might have some questions around how the NGO was structured and why KokoPee is executive. You can go directly to the NGO and ask that question. But we've served them, and it was presented by a member of my legal team to the office. So the secretary signed as a confirmation of receipt of that. So it's with them.
No problem. Me deny you.
Since God is very loud.
Me deny you.
But away from that, and before we get into the details of the petition, what we're asking for, let's go back into the history of this issue so that a lot of people who are just jumping on it will understand. May 4, 2026, or May 3rd, or May 4th, or May 5th, I sent a couple of emails and DMs asking for the audited financial statement. On the day that one of the trustees also came out that he invested 100 million in the treasury bill, I sent another email that there are ways you do this. An NGO can actually invest money, but there are steps to do it. You don't just wake up one morning as the Alpha and Omega and take 100 million of the NGO to go and invest it. No, that's not how it works. Can you imagine if NGOs were run like that? Right? So you don't do that. Even though you're the one who established the NGO is not for you. It's not a personal toy that you can move around as you wish. I sent a bunch of emails asking for clarification around the books of accounts and the investment. Who decided it was okay to invest it? How are they planning to do the tax implication? How are the staffs appointed for non-income generation and income generation part of the NGO? Those are all emails that I sent asking for clarifications. I'll try to put some of those emails above me, but no response until that accountability video that triggered me, because it was an insult to me as a donor. It might not have triggered you based on your level of understanding of accounting and transparency, but it did trigger me because I'm a donor to the NGO, and that just didn't make sense. For example, we are building school for Burna Boy and using the NGO money. Again, that should never happen unless there is a public release or public statement. Okay, let's be stupid and agree that indeed you're building the school for Burna Boy. The money is now finished. Who should we go and meet immediately? Oh, we don't want to take the money from Burna Boy because we don't know how much we're going to spend. Again, that's silly. It's silly because, like I said, you can have a quantity surveyor, an architect draw the plan and tell you an estimation of the project. Okay, let's agree that you don't know all this. We want to even be on the same page with you. At that point, when the money finished, at least you must have known how much you have spent on Burna Boy's project. I would imagine you will call Burna Boy. Say, Bros, how far now? Your project has gobbed 250 million of our money. Give us that first. so that we can continue the work, because we don't want to go back to the public that we have used their money for your project. That's the logical thing to do, even though steps building to it doesn't make sense. But let us be on the same level as they say they are thinking, or they don't know, right? That triggered me. But let's go back to history and other things that happened. So one of the trustees went to Zenith Bank and said that we can get the bank statement, and he has authorized anybody to come to that branch. If you are not around, send your brother. Let's watch the video.
All right, so after today, I'm right here in Zenith Bank. After today, any human being will say Verydarkman, where NGO money, you'll be a fool, and you'll be a fool till you die. As of today, I've come here, Zenith Bank. The branch is Zenith Bank at Wuse Zone 3 by Heritage House. I've come here to sign all the documents that will give everybody access to the NGO bank statement. Everybody will now have access. You just come to this bank, collect it. If you don't live in Abuja, you can send your brother can come, carry the bank statement. I don't need to sign, they'll give it to you to go. You do your investigation, you check, you see what we do in the NGO.
So you heard that you can send anybody, you can come here, you can do this, and the statement is available. A portion of that video that a lot of people are not talking about is the ending, when he said that he's going to send one of the documents to NDPC, which is the Nigeria Data Protection Commission.
Everything is being signed as we speak. Don't sign everything. This one, you go, where is this going to again? NDPC.
Nigerian Data Protection Commission.
Nigerian Data Protection. What are they? Why are we doing this, please?
Okay, you're supposed to indemnify the bank against any data breaches.
Okay.
And legal breaches, because normally we're not supposed to give access of the accounts to the general public.
Because the bank cannot give the bank statement, because it's a personal information containing even other people's information to random strangers, except there is a written order by a signatory to the account. So they are saying, one of the trustees is saying that they are going to go to the Nigeria Data Protection Commission to have a waiver to allow people to do that. That is not true. I don't know if they ever even approach NDPC, but that is not true. So let's read and let's educate ourselves, right? NDP Act, GAD, and GAD stands for General Application and Implementation Directive 2025, Article 51, specifically review of administrative and financial obligation under special grounds. Nothing in this GAID shall result in the grant of a waiver to the detriment of the rights and interests of a data subject. Nothing. So it means that MVOI cannot waive the statutory obligation of data protection on their account, because apart from the fact that it's an account, it is hosting information and data of hundreds of people. So there is no way you're going to get that waiver. So if this member of trustee that came out and said those things indeed pursue this, they should know, and they should come out and make further video and say, oh, sorry, we've gone to what is the name again, NDPC, and NDPC say we cannot waive this right, so it's not possible for you to come and get the statement, so don't bother going, right? But the final thing which they keep saying is anybody can go there, which is, again, I'm trying to operate on the level that they are, is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They are donors from across the world. I wouldn't leave Australia to come to Abuja to get a statement. I don't need to send my brother. What if I don't want my brother to know I'm donating to the NGO? What if I don't attend the family and I'm just spending money on the NGO? I don't need to send my family member. So that is ridiculous. Again, every month, bank gives you a PDF statement. Upload it on your website, the very sophisticated website that nobody has ever done, and nobody would do anything like that. Cannot host document. It's what we call document repository. There are several technologies that do that. SharePoint is one of them. You understand? But if you're building a custom website, you're simply putting it in a section of your DB to host the document and create a UI for upload for those who are in software development, right? So create a UI for upload where you click it, select the file, boom, it goes. It's live on your site. There is a section, account statement. I can see it. You can categorize it by year, month, and day. So click the year, click the month, click the day, see it there, view, print, download. It is available for everybody across the world that has an internet. But asking people to come to Abuja makes no sense. But again, as I've been saying, we're going to operate in their level so that We can bring in inconsistency that makes us doubt that the NGO is run properly. So my lawyer, a member of my legal team, was at the office and they were not able to get the statement. There was a lot of trolling online. He said, this lawyer will not get money, this is this and that. If we needed to spend 1 million that day, I would transfer that money. So here comes this guy named Bambi who said he was able to go to the bank and he has the bank statement.
If you need statements, call to me. At the Abuja, I can pay transport. Each of one of these papers is 25, I think 25 naira, if I'm not mistaken. I have to spend money. I don't care if I have to spend millions to prove you that you are not intelligent.
Bambi is a boy to one of the trustees of the NGO. And immediately he said that he has a statement. I sent him a DM. I said, bro, okay, since I wasn't able to get it and you got it, go to the nearest DHL office. I will send you 1 million naira for all expenses. You will never spend 200, but don't worry, take the 800k. He refused. I said, okay, if you can't go to DHL, go back to the bank that you got the statement from. Somebody will meet you there and the person will give you 500,000 naira in cash. Hand over the statement to the person. He refused. Ladies and gentlemen, if these people really cared about accountability, he probably spent 20k on that statement if he did. And I'm offering 500,000 for him to go back to the bank, not putting him in risk, not asking him to meet anybody at the roadside, go back to the bank. And he refused. So if you spend time doing 10 videos, 15 videos, 14 videos, how difficult is it to hand over the statement to that noisemaker in Canada? How difficult is it to hand it over and even get a huge amount of money if you really care or truly you want accountability? He refused. And the last time I made a video, I said that we're going to go back to the bank. So I assessed every means. I sent another person to the bank and they refused to give the statement. They asked him to go and get a court order.
This is me going to Zenith Bank, which is Zone 3, opposite Heritage House. I'm going to request for the statement of account of VDM's NGO. Just listening to what the woman told me.
Sorry, like I've been his follower for long and he hasn't stated anything like getting a court order before you will be able to obtain the statement of account. So I'm surprised when you said I should get a court order before getting the statement of account, because he said that it is open to public. So that's why I'm confused. It is an NGO and he was the first person that started it. That if you want the statement of account, everybody can come here and get it.
We called the bank twice.
To a customer service executive, press 4.
Thank you for calling Zenith Direct. My name is Biola. Can I assist you?
Hi, Biola. Good afternoon. My name is Rachel. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, please.
Okay, my name is Rachel. I'm calling regarding this VDM issue, which I understand you might have seen online. He said it was okay for anybody to call Zenith Bank and request for his bank statement, and you would willingly give it to us. So is it possible I request for VDM's bank statement, please?
It's not possible, ma'am, because account statement is only sent to customer's email address.
What did you say, please?
Account statement is sent to customer's email address, not any random email address.
Oh, so that is not possible then.
It's not possible.
Okay, thank you so much, Jela.
All right, welcome. Have a lovely day, ma'am.
I need to. Bye.
The person to call. All right.
Can you please? I can't hear you. The network is breaking. You said Verydarkman and said.
Yeah, Verydarkman make a public statement that a document was signed authorizing Zenith Bank, like your bank, to give the statement to anyone that comes to ask of it.
Anyone, even if it's not the account holder.
Yes.
I'm not aware of that anyways. What is your name?
My name is Joy, like I said.
Joy, alright. So I'm not aware of that. If you're not the account holder to come collect your statement of account, we're not authorized to give it to anybody. Anybody can just walk in and ask for statement of account.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Without bringing out, not being the account holder, and it's against the banking policy. Okay. No third parties to account.
It's allowed.
You, the account holder, if you cannot come in as a person to request for account statement, you're not advised to give it to anybody, even your mother, your father, your siblings, your boyfriend or your husband, anybody.
And I sent emails. So physical visit, emails, and phone call to the branch. And on all 4 attempts, they refused to give the statement. Again, I know, because it's not possible based on the fact that you cannot waive that right under the NDPC rule. You can't. And if indeed they followed the process to make those statements available, they must have found out this. But I guess they never did. But again, the statement doesn't do anything. But again, let's play at their level. Let's bring inconsistency on their level of reasoning so that they say, oh, we didn't know, we're not an expert in this.